So this is an explorer port of a deck that Aspiring Spike had worked on in Pioneer proper. We have pretty much all the cards from it here. One of the kind of cheeky things it's doing is that if you Cleansing Wildfire your Cascading Cataracts or Darksteel Citadel, it's like build your own mono red Rampant Growth that draws you a card. This works very well with Fires of Invention to cast our expensive top end stuff here, and then Cascading Cataracts also serves as a way to activate Golos. Most of our sideboard is a toolbox for Karn the Great Creator. Sands are a few copies of Anger for aggressive decks. Sounds dangerously close to discussion about a deck's record. I think it's fine to look at a deck's record and use it to validate conclusions you're kind of feeling without looking at it. If you go back and listen, before I said the deck was 10 and 9 in our untapped stats, I talked about how it felt kind of okay and was capable of winning games. And then 20 matches were about 50% says, yeah, that seems accurate. I mean, 20 matches is not a good sample size still, chat. It's very, very small. I'm sure many of you in chat are used to hearing it's very, very small, but that really applies to your sample sizes too. Get our cantripping Rampant Growth here into turn 3 Fires of Invention. Ditch a Bonecrusher Giant here. Good on, Chiller. Thanks for the 28 months. Appreciate it.
Stand down.
Let's grab a Golos here, right? So two bangers next turn. The backup Cavalier here. Get to pump up the jam. Rack you for 13. When I play this deck, it never works like this tree. Well, I am a trade professional, and you should not try to emulate my results at home and expect the same. We have an abnormally high do the thing game 1 on this channel. Decks are frequently cooperative about it. I think I prefer Anger to Bonecrusher in this matchup, just for purposes of clearing out their Ward Dorko. Game 1 is great, then we flail for the next hour. Yeah, we like to skillfully front load our variants. Get your good beats up front to hook people in. Yeah, that first game is to bait everybody that's currently watching this on YouTube in the future. These are a few of my favorite things. I mean, chat, there's a reason why when you watch edited Magic YouTube content, the person playing, generally speaking, doesn't lose a match. Twin to win, thank you for the 45 months. Welcome back. Creature land now. Well, I can't float and use the mana. People don't have 100% win rates. Well, I have 100% win rates. Other people do not. I mean, just for clarity's sake and what it's worth, chat. I don't fault anybody that puts mostly wins in their videos. It's definitely an objective fact that people turn off videos and stop watching them when they see the person playing lose. People say they don't like all wins till they're blue in the face, but...
You wanna go, tough guy? Oh, this is gonna hurt. We're done here.
I think Chandra be exposed to Stomp was maybe a mistake there.
Feel my pain.
Yeah, unlike Jund and Historic, Rakdos and Explorer is both popular and it's good. It's got solid stats to back it up. A League streamer I watch stops recording if he dies before his lane opponent because people just don't watch past that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, that's it.
It's basically the equivalent on a different platform. I wonder if I was supposed to Crucible there as opposed to using my land. Maybe.
It's over when I say it's over.
Supposed to leave these untapped.
I am not frightened by you.
Yeah, probably. Supposed to leave these untapped to block the rider. I named Den of the Bugbear with this Pithing Needle.
I do not feel pain.
I mean, I do have a Golos in the board to grab with Karn, but by naming Den of the Bugbear, I kept my Karn alive, which was my goal.
Awaken.
So now I can turn off their Den of the Bugbear and then also get a Golos later. And what I should have done is I should have left these untapped. That way they could block the 2-3, so I could have gotten Golos last turn. Was the mistake I made. Yeah, it's interesting people talking about dying in Path in MOBAs. I actually haven't looked at the stats that I usually post total match wins, but I wonder, I should probably look at the retainment on games where I have a rockier start. I was under the assumption that it's valuable to show games where you have a medium start and pull it through, but I bet you're right. I bet when you have a rocky start, people turn the video off. Cantripping rampant growth. This is a land. I think this is a land. Yeah, I'm gonna try and turn as many lands as possible into spells here. Could be a Strangle. Could also be... Could also just be they need the mana. Yeah, people always say they want to see everything, but when push comes to shove, the metrics don't reflect that. Once you snap back to reality.
Play with fire, huh? Oh, that's nasty. I don't need this.
Further, Chandra is great here. But I go ahead and KO their hive. And cast Karn, I think. Go grab a copy of Golos.
You will not threaten this world.
Yeah, stored power is big medium, unfortunately. Ha. What do we think of go get boat, cast boat?
I will rid you of your corruption.
I'm kind of into it. And I'm gonna hold this extra land in my hand for now because if they mind drop me, I want to be able to hold on to a spell. We saw Go Blank last game.
Lucky day.
That sounds like way more work than just telling them they're wrong and dumb win, I guess. Did you consider just doing that? Pretty good spot here. We're crunching them on a lot of axes. We got removal on board. Chandra represents sustained card advantage. Golos represents sustained card advantage. If they find another Invoke, we could be in trouble, because that clears Golos and Chandra, but if they don't kill both of our creatures this turn, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. Alright, pretty good spot. I think this deck has a pretty alright matchup into red-black. We pretty firmly go over the top of them with all of our bomb diggities. Felt pretty reasonable last time we played this. So everyone frayed out today. Great to have over 800 people in here for some magic. Remember, if you enjoy my stuff and want to help me be able to stay here, continue to make stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. This is my full-time gig. I wouldn't be able to be here without all the wonderful folks that sub. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime and you link your Twitch account, you get a free Twitch Prime sub with that every single month. Doesn't cost you anything. It puts a few bucks in my pocket still. This is maybe fine on the draw. In addition to helping keep me around, subscriber gives you access to chat here, as well as our subscriber Discord server, where we have lots of channels for everything magic, gaming, and life related. Good way to pick my brain when I'm offline as well. I'm pretty active in there. Our deck's on 25 lands. I think we can keep. I don't think I'd keep this on the play. I think on the draw, I'm gonna gamble a little bit. We also have like double Bonecrusher to like stunt their early development, even if we miss. So could get punished here, but I think this is in the realm of keepable. Hey, thanks for the primes, just Ivans. Welcome back. It's not a terrible draw. It's our third land on time. This might be a step on their face, play a 4-3 angle. It's like our opponent's on the same plan. Yeah, credit where creditors due. Our Discord community is pretty great. I think I have to settle disputes about things between people in the Discord community more frequently as they relate to gaming than they relate to the politics channel, which is kind of impressive in a funny sort of way. Turns out, politics isn't a super contentious issue when you tell all the fascists to pound sand. Strange how that works. Alright, we can Karn into a Golos next turn. I think that's the line.
I advise that you yield. I will not lose another friend.
Grabbing a creature land tier. They kill Golos, they can untap and kill Karn. Karn has been stepped on. This might be a tick blast zone to 3 angle, Chip. Just gonna interface with their entire board here. It's Field of Ruin, the Den of the Bugbear. Then Blast Zone the rest. We Chandra first and see what she draws.
I'm the best fight. Yup, you're going down.
I'll take
This'll be easy.
a land over grab another fielder in case they draw another utility land here.
Some solutions must be built.
Then we can down tick this Karn, play another Karn, down tick that one. Maybe Chandra draws us a spell.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Yes, we're actually talking about that earlier today. So flip cards have the mana value of their front side, but they don't provide devotion, which is a weird kind of thing.
Always, and I will not stop.
Yup, you're going down.
The fact that we just have free reign to use our utility lands every turn is just so good. It's just so good. Same board plan as last game. We trim Bonecrusher because it doesn't kill their X3s, and Anger clears their ward out without making us discard a card, which is nice. Yeah, mana value without devotion is strange. I agree. It was weird when it came up today. Chat, do we keep this hand or are you a coward? Alright, I would like the record to reflect if we don't hit the red land next turn is because chat didn't believe hard enough. So I need you to send your energy, okay? This is all riding on you. See, this is Win Magus's fault. They said they're a coward and then we bricked. All right, game 3 on the play. Words to live by. If we hit our second land, we're like so likely to hit our fourth with the ramp of the cantrip, so that's a fine keep on the draw. Finally, an accurate representation of how this works when I play it. Mostly just keep hands with lands and spells in this matchup. Save a lot of discard. I did, Kraken. You'll be right at home. I'm gonna take the treasure here. If they wanted to trade, they could have. sequences are particularly great here. Karn grab Golos to stabilizes the board for us a little bit. It also buys us a little bit of time in terms of them needing to attack it. I take this trade this time through. Probably should have just taken it last turn and saved myself the life.
Next time.
Well, shoot. I think they're all supposed to be out today. If we have a full spoiler today, I will do a Dominaria review tomorrow. If we don't have a full spoiler today, it'll be next week. I'm gonna take this hit. Make them have another removal spell for this reflection. I'm gonna take 4 new cards here and hope to find a Cavalier. One mana off of being able to activate this, unfortunately. This takes +1. So even if I play this out, we can't use this. I just for not trading the reflection, but the reflections are out if we hit a Cavalier, so probably did here, I imagine. We should have been a coward in game 2, chat. We should have been a coward in game 2. The writer of Umbrella Academy has been contracted to adapt the Horizon Zero Dawn series that Netflix is going to be doing. It's exciting. Yeah, my understanding is the initial Netflix release is supposed to cover everything leading up to... No, this tweet from Netflix says Steve Blackman. There's probably multiple writers. It says Steve Blackman was the writer, director, executive producer for Umbrella Academy. Yeah, they're supposed to cover the things that led up to the things you play through that happen in the game. Well, the adaptation's gonna have robot dinosaurs. Like, they existed. They're what caused the whole apocalypse in the game. Spoilers. Blue-black controls, a little bit of change up from the usual Gandalfs. Great. It's basically like drawing 3 cards here. Turned a bunch of dead drops into some real spells. Got me. This doesn't put pressure into play immediately, but it sets us up to get card advantage faster. This is play the land angle. So we have Golos in hand. You can fire up their creature land and attack Karn here, but I think that's pretty okay for us. Do we activate Golos this turn or just jam God-Pharaoh's statue? It's probably just jam God-Pharaoh's statue and attack with 10 of the Bugbear. Their stuff cost 2 more, it's pretty huge. Okay.
True goodness can never be corrupted.
Sometimes you just gotta Planar Bridge them, chat. It's just how it be. Gunny. So against control, we literally just click submit. This is the only real sideboard card that we have. That's not a Karn card. And then Combustible Gearhulk bad. Why would you slander my boy like that? What did he ever do to you? Correct, Pally. I'm gonna do a little bit of Genshin at the end of the stream today. I'm gonna we'll do more Snap tomorrow. I'm gonna rotate through what we do for the little bit after Magic during the day. And then we'll do some all Snap segments in the evenings on YouTube at some point. Over on the Hooglandia Snap channel. I'm nowhere near far enough to play the new Genshin area, I don't think. But we're gonna continue keeping on through. You have negated my Bonecrusher Giant and given me a window to resolve Fable. Deal. Yeah, I just plan to play Genshin the order the story lays itself out, Tig. Start by making some treasures here, huh? Try and stick Karn, because he draws a card right away. I don't want to, like, play Chandra and have her get attacked down by this before I can, Field of Root it. Whereas if they attack Karn with their other creature land, I think that's fine for us. So you can choose to draw Golos.
Let us begin.
Oh! Someone was talking mad crap about Combustible Gearhulk. We could do that, too. This might be wrong, but it feels right in my heart. They were afraid of our Gearhulk, as they should be, chat.
Do not
As they should be. Okay, so we could go field both your creature lands, cast Chandra here. Utility lands are great, Chip.
This'll be easy.
2/2 tokens going all the way. I mean, it might. We have a creature land too.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
There were a few ways to eat this Reese's at the end, Chip, but we got there. All right, thinking in a Doomblade here. Oh. Fable of the Mirror Breaker definitely feels like the brainstorm of this format. Just does a ton. Is responsible for a lot of your game wins in a lot of situations. It's a $20 rare in paper. LOL. Were you here when we were playing the Mentor deck earlier, Andrew? Dragonstorm can't possibly be worse than that, right? All right, so fire is obviously our best draw here. Grab Karn.
I will defend my ally. I am not frightened by you.
The Mentor Dex is plenty fine. It's not the best deck in the format by any means, but it's plenty capable of winning matches.
Farewell, and thank you for the lesson.
Don't stand here. You're my enemy. Pleasure doing business with you. Go ahead. plead for mercy.
I have a creature land here, I think.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Hey, congrats on your new gig, Dignity, but can I just say how dumb it is that we drug screen people still? Drugs has won the war on drugs, people. Let's act like it. You need to Pithing Needle these, huh?
I fight. My purpose is greater than myself.
Well then, we take those. Anger to kill devils, Bonecrusher out, click submit. It is especially dumb that companies can deny you jobs based on testing positive for weed in states where it's legal. It's always been dumb, but especially in states where it's legal now. It's just like, it's beyond stupid. Like, it's one thing if you're like, showing up to work high, obviously that's not okay. But like, what you do in your spare time off the clock should be your business.
I'm not afraid of any, and you'll lose everything. Your punishment is my entertainment.
It's a day late. Does it give us something to do with our mana this turn, I suppose?
Defy me, and you'll lose everything. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Our actions determine the course of this. I will not stop.
No doubt, Violet. It's a little sad not getting the fires into play this turn, but can't let these Object Solicits keep ticking up on me.
There are greater battles to fight.
Game 3 on the play. Thanks for the 3.5 years, Boldy. Well, a little bit overlap is annoying. Hey, lands for the next 2 draws, please. This is where the magic happens. We're not dying to the Mayhem Devil, I suppose. Red tape usually refers to, like, bureaucracy. Amount of, like, channels and stuff you have to go through to get anything done. Discard spells, especially Go Blank, are just so punishing when we're on the draw and stumbling. Yeah, Magic just has such a incredibly high density of non-games butters. Way more than literally any other card game created in the last decade, maybe more. Alright, well, they didn't kill Chandra with their creature lands. That's a good beat for us. Maybe have a shot if we had some okay cards here.
Yup, you're going down.
Yep.
Fight fire with fire.
Wait, they continue to leave our Planeswalker on the board.
This'll be easy.
Yeah, definitely Violent Journey. I actually think someone brought up Runeterra specifically. I think part of the reason Runeterra fell flat as a game for a lot of people is because there's not enough variance in
You
it.
don't need me anymore.
The game has too high of a skill ceiling. This forces a jump at least. Yeah, no worries, Shadow. Is what it is. Oh, can't have Karn? That's one of our best draws. Not really. Karn was our best draw. Golos doesn't do anything, right? It like gets us a land, and we can't activate it for 2 more lands yet. It's 8 mana, actually, because Cataract takes an extra mana to cycle through. Get drained out here. You know what? So long as it's a new Teferi and it's not just Hero of Dominaria reprinted, I'm okay with that. The fact that we got Liliana makes me a little concerned that maybe we're going to get Hero of Dominaria reprinted. Gonna cantrip this Cleansing Wildfire here. As long as it's not Hero of Dominaria, the monkey paw is curled, the wish is granted, and Time Rambler is reprinted. Oh no. Oh no! Opponent trying to figure out their messed up mana base here. Probably pretty good against their control deck. To the people trying to sort out the timeline of the upcoming Magic set, Magic's such a better game when you don't care about the stories yet. Trust me when I say the story's not that good anyways. That's why one of the many reasons the RPG based on it fell flat on its face. Speaking of things that could fall flat, do we have a Netflix show coming out still? Did that happen? Or was that a fever dream? One month until I am halfway to Lantern Control. Thank you for the 49 and the tier 3 socio. Afternoon. To be released in 2022. Okay?
Not every fight.
So you're saying there's a chance. Does Shillionaire Redemption get me to play Lantern Control? No, Shillionaire Redemptions are not available for Moto decks. That reminds me, I need to sit down and build Silence's Shillionaire deck for Snap. And trying to figure out how to wiggle their way out of this. I assume they have another knight to kill my God-Pharaoh statue, but we'll see. I like Renegade Rally or one of these back. We're still 2 lands off of being able to Golos activate, unfortunately. Or Cleansing Wildfire and see what we get.
I am Karn. You will not threaten this world.
Finest planar bridges, please. Yeah, it definitely makes sense to light up the Netflix show with the set release. That's true. Cash in on that. Cross promotion of a potentially new audience. The Netflix show is actually just a secret layer ad. LOL. Oh, they got greedy. Or they missed it, one of the two. Either could be the case. Trying to figure out what they want to do. They get a 5-drop or a 3-drop here. Sacrifice the path or the binding. Okay.
Stand down.
we're ahead. It's close, though. Like, we're obviously ahead on board, but they've got a lot of cards in hand, and they've got the utility of Enigmatic here. I got you, Chris. So Karn's gonna die to the Skyclave here.
I have let my friends down.
Counting our lands out. Like, can they get lucky and let the Planar Bridge untap? They have a Fires of their own. Suppose they are 5-color. Interesting, they left the binding in play. Oh, Yorion blinks the binding. Got it. Wow, they didn't blink Skyclave?
I will fight for my friends. My grief fuels my passion.
Let's get them under a little bit of pressure here. Gives me a 4/4 back as well. Their binding's about to come in and destroy something, but got so many good targets on the board for it. We're down to 10 now. This has been a game where both decks got to do their things. Usually in this type of format, usually in this type of format, one of the decks getting to do their thing means the other one dies immediately. So both of our decks going a little bit longer while we do it is great. It's taking a little bit longer on their choices than I would prefer, but definitely a lot of permutations of the board, so it's almost understandable. Karn gets attacked. I will return. They could draw and play Yorion again here if they wanted. Okay, they have something else to do with their 4 mana here. Takes care of our 4/4. Using our fires, our bridge, or our ship. I guess it could be the Cavalier too, realistically. Not necessarily Light Shade. We got lots of tricks here.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track. Time to die.
Okay, so I'm gonna fire up this. I'm gonna activate this. This lets me crew with the 3/2. We attack. Skysovereign kills the Gargoth. We get another 1/1, and then we get to pump again. Alright, that was quite the slog, but we got there. And I think, again, because they're not a deck where anger is good, we just run back to submit, right? Hey, thanks for the almost 4 years, Full Flame. Appreciate that. Welcome back. And Subtle, thanks for the 20 months. Afternoon. Hope you're doing all right. Used every bit of the buffalo there. Needed all of our resources. Yeah, that's because I'm thinking about what permutations of things I'm gonna do while it's still their turn, Doctor. You gotta be thinking ahead while the priority's not on you, and then you can play faster. Gearhulk when? At what point? Yeah, people wait until their priority timer is ticking down to decide what they're going to do on their turn quite frequently. Land's a great draw here. Get to curve 3, 4, hopefully 5 right in a row. 3, 4, 5 potentially. And even that there, right? Like, this is me setting up and using my brain power on the front side for, okay, how are my turns sequencing out here? Like, obviously, some disruptive stuff can happen to maybe cut in between that, but... Oh my god, that takes my land away. That's so rude. I was like, oh, that doesn't do anything. And then my artifact land got exiled. Oof. Huh? I just ditched the Chandra here. Chandra's gonna get attacked anyways. So let's get set up to Cavalier next turn. Yeah, definitely Springs Bug. Other card games that don't let you reorder your hand when in digital always really annoy me for that reason. They make it harder to offload your mental ahead of time by resorting. Is there a binding in my future? Do I crack them for 10 here? I don't know we do. I think I might just strangle their Larcenist. That's probably the game. Opponent gets to Yori in their board here. I think it's gonna take them long enough to figure out what they're doing. Let's move on to game 3 for a very low percentage here. We're getting a BioShock ad. Is Netflix just like the video game TV show now? Just like lean into full millennial nostalgia? What's going on, Gilded? Thanks for the 2.5 years. Welcome back. Netflix will produce any show for 1 to 3 seasons. It's true. That's true. As someone who went back and played BioShock, the gameplay doesn't entirely hold up anymore. So we're gonna lose Fable here most likely, which means we're less likely to our 4th land next turn, which is sad. The gameplay in Infinite is mostly fine.
You want to play with fire, huh? See ya.
Yeah, definitely, Blake. Netflix cancels every product of theirs I like, so I'm not starting another one. Someone needs to tell that to Souls fans. Them's fighting words right there. I think the Dark Souls player base might be the one fandom I've encountered that's more toxic than Magic players. Which is almost kind of impressive. Get good, yep.
Let us begin. I will not lose another friend.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
So if I attack with both of these, they go to 7. And then they draw Binding, like kill one of these, attack my Planeswalker. That seems not great for me. I guess I have Karn or Chandra living. Alright, I was gonna try and end the game here. Maybe we pump again, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna trade a treasure for 2 points of damage here, because Cavalier could die. Definitely feels like we're the beatdown in this matchup. We gotta be aggressive in the games that we win. I don't think I have any lands in my bin. We do not. So this is killing Cavalier, I assume. Two draws and a bomb diggity. Although I guess Binding turns into a 5 here, right? So maybe not even. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack with the 2/2. They'd be at 10, but my Planeswalker would potentially live. Yeah. Yeah, I think I messed up. I was supposed to leave Karn on the board.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
We hold on to this in case we draw a Cavalier next turn. But I think the ship has sailed and this game is closing out. Need to draw cards to win this game. Gotta keep the Chandra in it. Did they draw a good enchantment is the question, chat. They are an 80 card deck. They're all bombs. This makes me sacrifice a Planeswalker. Oh, man. Brick, please. God bless. 2 on this. Might be right to sack the treasure and put 3 on it. So have the option to kill Enigmatic next turn. This is part of the reason we held on to this mountain. This and Cavalier. Alright, one more brick, please, opponent. Let me get 3 shots at action. I'll take this to 4, I think. I think this is worse than a bomb, and I'm going to cycle through it. Again, gonna elect to hold on to the land in case you draw a way to discard cards. Neither of us are top deck heroes here. We'll both run in pretty medium. We've had more card selection than them, though. One Cavalier, please. We're just saving the good variants next game. We did multiply this game too. That's true. No reason to play this out. Can discard it and turn it into a real card potentially with the Cavalier or Fable. Miss. Great. We found a spell. Your move, Yugi boy. All right, pour one out for Blast Zone. This deck was a good sit through again. Rather than saying I want to play one more and then queuing into blue-white control, I think we're just going to end on that match because it was an excellent set. I think I have any changes. We played card for card what we played last time. I think it's super reasonable. It's got decent interaction. It's got cool toolbox for Karn. It's got some busted proactive draws on the Cavaliers. So, yeah, seems great.